This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good now, yeah.
That's right, I'm the hot new bombshell. How do we feel about that? What is the consensus on this issue? I was gonna like script this video, but then I realized that I physically cannot stick to a script, nor can I memorize one, so we're just gonna go in blind. So since it's been 3 months since I sat down and filmed a long form video, sorry guys, I kind of got lost in uni and then other things. Since this 3 months has passed, we have hit 1,000 subscribers, 17k followers on Instagram, 10k on YouTube.
Cut the show. 10k
on TikTok. I'm feeling super grateful, and at the same time super anxious because I keep thinking about the amount of people that actually follow me and view my content, and all of a sudden it makes me feel like I need to stay inside. Now, I read a book last week. This book gripped me, quite literally. When I'm talking gripped, I'm saying it gripped me by the throat. I literally couldn't breathe until I turned the next page. Next thing I know, like 4 hours passed. I'm literally sitting on this couch. Everyone's in and out. I'm like gasping. I'm like, oh guys, what's going on? Like this is happening. Everyone's looking at me like I'm a psychotic loony. I literally one phone call away from being taken away in a white van. Everyone's like, Andrea, are you okay? And I'm like, guys, you don't understand the dire situation that I am in. So let me recap it for you. Also, we're actually on a new camera. I was meant to put on my mic, but so let's get into it. This is the book. This is the suspect of the hour. Now listen. Let's set the scene. Let's rewind it back, okay? Imagine this. You're working 3 jobs. You're literally working to the bone. Every single hour, 24 hours. Molly May said that we all have the same 24 hours.
Beyonce has the same 24 hours in a day
as Beyonce. However, Beyonce is not working 3 jobs, but you're working 3 jobs. When you're not working, you're trying to catch a brink of sleep, but you can't sleep because your little sister is in hospital and she is in a dire situation. She quite literally keeps knocking on death's doorstep, and you've got to keep up with the medical bills. You've got to keep up with bills. You're trying to live your life, but you can't live your life because you're worried for your little sister, first of all. You've got 3 jobs. The social life, non-existent. Dating life, actually, I feel like there's crickets in the auditorium because the dating life does not exist. Never mind the sexual life. There's nothing on the horizon for you, girl. You're literally a single mom you're literally working to the bone. So imagine this. You're in the hospital one day, literally walking around, and you get a phone call. So you pick it up. They're like, hello, who's this? It's the insurance company, and they're telling you that you've maxed out your insurance. You're like, pause. It's May. Maxed out my insurance in May, mid-year. What? That means I've got June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months. And they're like, yeah, so you've maxed it out. But she's like, it's May time, which means there's 7 months left in the year. So what am I supposed to do with the 7 months? Like, where am I supposed to get this money from? Your sister's getting back-to-back surgeries. And they're like, well, that's not our problem. Find a 4th job or something. And he's like, if you've got a problem, contact my supervisor.
Wait a damn minute.
Now she's got to go to her sister's room and be like, hey, so we have got no more insurance and you need surgery. What are you actually going to do? Your sister has kind of come to terms that the situation that she's in is not that great. It's not that great at all, but she's thinking about you. You've been caring for her since she was quite literally a baby due to your parent situations and stuff like that. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to do something for you. So you're sitting in the room that she's in. She's on her little bed. You've got the TV on in the background and you're kind of scrolling on your phone. And as one does, you go on your emails and you see this new email. And it's telling you that you've been selected to go on this island and participate in a dating reality TV show. So your first thought is, I did not sign up for any TV show, so who's trying to scam me and for what money? Because I ain't got nothing in my pocket. There's literally the wind. The wind is blowing through my pockets. They're empty. And then you pause. You tend to look at your little sister and you're like, did you sign me up for a TV show? And she's like, of course I did. Of course I did, because who wouldn't? Because I just woke up randomly one day and decided, you know what, I'm going to send you to like on a remote island with 16 other people. So you could find yourself a boyfriend, a husband, whatnot. And you're like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to do this. But your little sister, she encourages you. And you're like, okay, I'll go. So you decide like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. You get ready, you pack your suitcase, they make you sign an NDA, you're like, okay, sound, I'm not even gonna read through that, you skip through it, you sign the NDA, they're like, we're gonna pick you up, do this, do that, and then everything goes black. Everything goes black, and then next thing you know, you hear the waves crashing, the birds chirping. You open your eyes to a remote island paradise because they drugged you and now you're on a remote island with 16 other contestants who were there for one thing and one thing only, to find love. But the tables flip. Listen, oh my gosh, this book is so freaking good. When I received this, I got the PR package and I was like, oh, what is this? Because I quite literally forgot that I was expecting something. And I sat down, I literally read the blurb and I was like, oh, this sounds so interesting. Like it's out of what I normally read. You know, I read a lot of dark romance. That's literally what my life rotates around. I try to read romantasy, but oh my lord. I don't know if it's just me and picking the wrong romantasies, or if it's the romantasies on the market, or the fact that every single author is not writing books anymore, but they're writing tropes. But every single romantasy that I pick up, and actually dark romance too, in fact, is literally trope fest. We're gonna they're trying to squeeze as many tropes as they can into one book, and I'm just like, can we start writing for the plot, not for the trope? Because I promise you, you can have 3 tropes. I don't care as long as the plot is good. So I picked this up. I was like, I literally need something new. I need something new, and this sounded like something out of what I normally read. So I picked it up and started reading, and then I was so freaking intrigued because I've never read anything like this that has gripped me. I literally imagine you're sitting there on the other side of the screen, gripped by the throat, man. Gripped. It's literally, I've literally mad thing. I've literally, So, our main character is Courtney. She's gorgeous. She is smart. She's independent. She doesn't really know what she's expecting when she goes into this. However, she, like, obviously you've got the other contestants and she meets them. Straight off the bat, there's also a blonde bimbo there. Blonde bimbo whose name I've quite literally forgot now, and I wish that I wrote a script because this would have been easier. But this blonde bimbo has it out for her for some reason, because obviously everyone there is attractive and she feels inferior, that her attractiveness is not attractive enough. So she adds to that with her bad personality and just mean behaviour, which by the way made me want to punch her through the screen. She makes Courtney's life a living hell for no reason. However, Courtney gets lucky and she pairs up with this guy named Noah. When I think of Noah, I think of like who's the sexiest man that I can think of from the top of my head right now? Drew Starkey. So she gets paired off with the Drew Starkey of this remote island. They're hitting it off. He's nice. She's loving it. They're hitting it off to the point that within a couple, like, I don't remember if it was within the first day or the first like couple days, they end up going to the shower and jump on it. Let's do it. Ride it. Yeah. So I mean, they get freaky, and she thinks, you know what, like, this is it. This is gonna be my man. And this blonde bimbo, I really should stop calling her blonde bimbo because I feel kind of bad now. 1 second. Let's skip to the back.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Savannah, that's her name, Savannah. So Savannah's got the eyes for Noah, and Courtney's like, I need you to calm, I need you to reverse and go into your lane because he's my man, And the host comes in and they're like, oh, we're gonna do like little, basically like mini dates. So each contestant has to choose 2 people from the participants to go on like a date with. Obviously, you're only paired with 1 person, which means
What would you do if when you're okay, so he said yes would go? I don't know what you mean there.
your man is going to be chosen by maybe multiple people because that's just how it works. So Savannah chooses whoever she was paired with, and then Noah, and then Courtney chooses Noah and this really nice guy that has a crush on her, and they go on these mini dates. And everything seems fine. They're really hitting it off. She's only got the eyes for Noah until it all comes crumbling down and the first whiplash of the season happens. Listen, the amount of whiplash that I experienced during this, I keep wanting to say show because it was so descriptive and so well written that I literally could see it in my head. I know I say it for almost every other book that I read, but I truly do mean it because I saw it like a TV show. So I keep wanting to be like, oh, let's watch that again. Only to be like, oh, it's a book. So I've got to read that again. I quite literally forgot my point now. Oh yeah, so everything comes crumbling down. And unfortunately, she learns about some things, some mysterious things that were happening under the table. And that's when we get introduced to Landon. So the first time that we met Landon, he was like the dark, the broody, the mysterious. So now let's think of Massimo.
How you lost, baby girl?
So he's got like tattoos. He's tall, he's handsome, he's henched. He's literally like, when you look at him, like you feel like, oh, like that's a bad boy. And saliva is dripping down your chin, like, ah. But he's really rude for some reason. And him and Courtney don't hit it off. Actually, they've got like a little vendetta against themselves. So I think enemies enemies.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
Enemies to lovers, think that type of thing. So he quite literally like hates her. They argue. He's not really, he makes fun of her and Noah, but he gets introduced to the story because of what happens. And I really freaking wish that I could disclose how this book ends and literally tell you guys about it, but I physically cannot because you guys need to experience this plot twist for yourself. There were so many plot twists, but what I have to tell you is that I've made this seem like a romance book, but I need you guys to lock in because it isn't. They're on this island to find love, but the catch is, if they don't find love, they get offed. They get offed. So it's survival of the fittest. You gotta think Hunger Games and Love Island. The parallels are absolutely insane. I enjoyed this book so much. I enjoyed it so much. I quite literally could read it again, and I will read it again. And I cannot believe that this is the first book of Caitlin's that I'm reading. Because, what do you mean it's taking me this long to discover her writing? Because it's amazing, and I need you guys to actually lock in and read this book. This is not an ad, this is not me trying to sell it to you, but this book is just so good, especially if you love like Love Island. The last season of Love Island that I watched had Bubba Hudda on it. I kept thinking of her Instagram thing, it's Hudda Bubba or something like that. That was the craziest Love Island season I've seen, I think.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
But then again, every single American season of Love Island, they make it out to be like, oh my god, it's the craziest thing ever. I don't think any of these Americans have watched the UK Love Island.
You said it, making me feel like a piece of shit.
I'm not. I'm flabbergasted. They asked me a question.
They asked you a question. Maybe you should have been a gentleman.
I was just repeating the question. You were dragging me over, and I just.
Yeah, and what? Because you're a follower, Tom.
You guys would be shocked. I did get sent some art. So yeah, I think Massimo was like the correct description of this man, or at least how I see him in my head. This is Courtney and her man. This is what he looks like. So I'm saying like dark, broody, and mysterious, and she's just a sexy mama. I also got a plane ticket, so guys, this is my official announcement, guys. I'm gonna be in Locked In season 2. Can you imagine? I'd be the first one out, unfortunately. And I will tell you guys a couple of the tropes. I'll read it out for you. If you're gonna get into this book, which obviously you're gonna click off the video and you're gonna go read the book, you can expect reality TV show setting, enemies to lovers, rom-com thriller, forced proximity. Oh, I can't get over this. I physically actually cannot get over how good this book was. I enjoyed the dynamics between all the characters so well, and you know, I was kind of like hesitant about it when I was reading it, because obviously a dating reality TV show, there's like what, 16, 17 participants, so there's a lot of characters and a lot of dialogue and a lot of like description that has to be written, and it has to like flow, do you know what I mean? Like there's so much that's going on in one go, so it's really, I feel like personally I would find it really hard to be able to write a cohesive scene with that many people in and make it make sense and like flow so I could see it all in my head. But Caitlin did it really, really perfectly. Like I feel like I could imagine every single character, the way that they were, the way that they looked, like each character had their own quirks, and like she highlighted it without it making making it seem like we were losing like the plot or stuff like that. It was all written really, really freaking well. Oh, it literally played in my head like a movie. It was amazing. That's literally no notes. It was great. I think the aspect of, because obviously it's a thriller, I really did not see what was happening. I did not think that what was happening was going to happen, because I was like, what does she mean by rom-com thriller? I was like, do you mean like thriller by getting my heart broken? I did not expect like all of that to go down, because it did get quite like gruesome in the end, but it kept me on the edge of my seat and gasping. I was just like rooting for them all. I quite literally felt like a fly on the wall, just like I'm so glad I'm not in that situation right now, because if I was, I think with my anxiety I'd be the first one gone. I'd be like, you know what guys, vote me off. And the way that it ended was so funny to me, because they were like, I'll read it out for you. It was so funny to me. They were like,
Beyonce has the same 24 hours in a day that we do.
Like, from the perspective of the narrators.
Curls in my house. I'm a 40 coil.
I'm just gonna pause you 1 second. This is for your hair, honey. This is a hair mask.
Thank you for tuning in to Locked In Season 1. We laughed, we cried, and most of them died.
We hope that it was everything and more that you were ever hoping for. It's been over 5 months since our lovers made it back to mainland. Let's just say they've been pretty sleepless, and Seattle has never been wet. I wanted to say thank you, Caitlin, for sending me your book. I did text her to let her know that I devoured it and I need book 2 like right now. She also sent me a craft mix. I've never tried one of these, so review. Should we do smut and sip? Am I gonna get like a copyright strike? Because it is smut and sip trademarked. I saw all of that trademark business like going on, but I don't really care for drama. Anyways, we'll do like a smut and sip episode where we do one of these and we read some smut and we can talk about it. This is the blood orange Mai Tai, so I need to add rum, I think, yeah, so rum, sparkling water, and then mix it up and set it. Haven't had it yet, but I will, and I will update you guys. But yeah, that was like literally most of it. I wanted to show you guys the wide angles on my new I've got like a new what is it, a wide angle lens on my camera, and I really wanted to show you guys. I also wanted to show you guys my mic because I've been so excited to use this new camera. I've had it for about just over a month, and I normally use either Canon or Sony, but this is the DJI, so I was like, oh, this is cool. I also like the fact that, oh, I don't know if the gimbal's locked down right now, but yeah, that was literally it. Like, I really wanted to share this with you guys. I'm happy to be back. Hopefully I'll be recording more videos if I've got time, which I most really will do, and if I'm not busy. So watch out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment below if you're going to be reading this book, what you're reading, and update me with what's going on. I promise I do see all the comments, even if I don't reply to them. So keep commenting and then I will reply. I promise. Just harass me in the comment section. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you. Bye.